What's up again, everybody? When you're watching this, I had just made the NFL episode, and this week's the college football episode, or this episode's a college football episode. It'll be episode number 6, college football week 4. So let's get into it. First game up, Friday night game at 7 o'clock, Florida Atlantic versus number 16, Central Florida, UCF. Central Florida will win this game. Florida Atlantic does have a good coach in Lane Kiffin, but UCF will just, they'll just play their ball. They'll do their thing. They'll end up getting the win. Number 10, Penn State. The 9 o'clock game on Friday. Sorry, my nose is itching real bad. Allergies. It's allergy season. Just kidding. Okay, number 10, Penn State versus Illinois. This is at Illinois. It's a 9 o'clock game, Friday night. Gotta go with Trace McSorley and the Nittany Lions to go into Champaign and get a win. I can't go, Penn State's too talented to lose to Illinois, I feel like. I don't think they can pull off the upset as much as I want them to. I just don't think they're capable of doing it. Next game up, finally getting into the Saturday games. Number 23, Boston College versus Purdue. Purdue's at home again. They've been struggling. They're 0-3 so far. They've been in every game. They just haven't won a game. I think they break into the win charts this week and get a big upset win over Boston College. I'm taking Purdue to win this game. Number 8, Notre Dame versus Wake Forest. Notre Dame's offense has been struggling. Their defense is getting the wins for them. I really want to go with Wake Forest here. That's what my guts tell me to do, but my head's telling me to pick Notre Dame. So I'm going to go with number 8, Notre Dame, to eke out a win against Wake Forest, who's coming off a loss to Boston College last week. So Notre Dame, picking you to go 4-0. Show up. Show me something. Because I'm always nervous now when Notre Dame plays. Back-to-back close games against Vandy and Ball State. Come on, Notre Dame team. Number 2, Georgia versus Missouri. Missouri coming off a win against Purdue. Georgia's not Purdue. Georgia will win. Nebraska versus number 19, Michigan. The team up north, as I like to call them. Nebraska doesn't look like a good football team at all. Michigan will win. Texas A&M versus number 22, Texas A&M versus number 1, Alabama. Texas A&M played Clemson real tough. Texas A&M's got a tough schedule. Played Clemson down to the wire, but that was in Texas. This is in Alabama. Alabama's just going to roll over them. Alabama's in a league of their own. Everybody tries to take down Alabama. That's the goal. But Alabama's too talented for Texas A&M. Kansas State versus number 12, West Virginia. West Virginia is too talented for Kansas State. Number 3, Clemson versus Georgia Tech. I think Clemson gets the win, and it's not even close. Next game up is FIU versus number 21, Miami of Florida. Bring out the turnover chain about 5 times this game. Miami's going to force them into a lot of mistakes, and Miami's going to roll by about 60. Number 13, Virginia Tech versus Old Dominion. Virginia Tech will win that game. Although they're playing at Old Dominion, that doesn't matter. I don't even know where they're even at on the map. I don't know why they're not playing at Virginia Tech, but whatever. Virginia Tech will win. Tulane versus number 4, Ohio State. Ohio State coming off a big week against TCU. Didn't play their best ball, but they got the win. They'll win again this week over Tulane. TCU versus Texas. This is the first game that's kind of made me iffy besides the Boston College Purdue game and Notre Dame versus Wake Forest game. TCU's coming off a loss to Ohio State, but they are talented. They are really talented. Texas is also talented, and I think Herman will have them ready to go. They're playing at Texas. Texas is talented. They just lost week 1 to Maryland. Maryland just upset them. Texas is talented, and they just rolled over USC. I think Texas will upset TCU, but it'll be a close game. it can go either way. Next game up is Texas Tech versus Oklahoma State. I think Texas Tech, I don't know if they're undefeated or not, but I think they've been playing well. But Oklahoma State, I feel, is too talented. I think Oklahoma State will win. Louisiana Tech versus LSU. Number 6, LSU, might I add. They're moving on up there. Joey Burrow's got them moving in the right direction, I'm telling you. He might not be the most accurate player, but he knows how to get his job done and lead the team. LSU will win this game. Army versus number 5, Oklahoma. Oklahoma, easily. Kyler Murray, I'm high on him. You already know. Number 14, Mississippi State versus Kentucky. I hate doing this. I really do. I was happy that, I was like, oh yeah, Mississippi State's show me the light, show me that they're the real deal. But I think Kentucky gets the upset. I think people are sleeping on this Kentucky team. I was certainly doing it when they played Florida, and I know Florida's not Mississippi State. If Mississippi State beats Kentucky at Kentucky, I'll be more serious with them. But if Kentucky wins, sorry Mississippi State. But if you win, I'll show you the respect you deserve and have earned. But I got Kentucky in an upset. Arkansas versus number 9, Auburn. This is a bounce back week for Auburn. They'll end up beating Arkansas. Number 24, Michigan State versus Indiana. Indiana came off a win against Ball State by 28 points. The spread, I think, was like 16 maybe. I don't know what the spread was. But Indiana's coming off a win against Ball State. Big time. Michigan State's not Ball State. Michigan State will. It's at Indiana. I don't. This is the first real team Indiana's actually played. I think Michigan State will go in there and get the win. Speaking of first real teams, true test or whatever, number 7 Stanford goes into Eugene to play number 20 Oregon. Oregon hasn't played anybody. They're undefeated, but they're still ranked 20th. They haven't moved up a single spot throughout the year. Stanford is too talented to lose to Oregon. Stanford gets the win. Number 18 Wisconsin. Wisconsin dropped like a rock after last week. Whew. What were they ranked last week? 6th? Dropped 12 spots after losing to BYU. Anyways, Wisconsin goes into Iowa. Iowa always gets a big win every year. Last year it happened to be Ohio State, who they destroyed. Don't want to talk about it. I think Wisconsin's going to be down about their loss to BYU. Not come out and take Iowa seriously, and I think Iowa will get a win. I think Iowa gets the upset. Arizona State's not ranked no more. They lost to San Diego State last week. Freaking San Diego State. I love this Arizona State team, man. They didn't deserve to lose. Arizona State plays against number 11 Washington. Washington gets the win. Hate rooting against Arizona State. They're my favorite West Coast team to watch, but I just think Washington's too talented for them. McNeese State versus number 25 BYU. BYU wins. I don't know if BYU should be ranked necessarily. I don't know if Wisconsin's that talented. They play that boring ball, and BYU just stopped them enough times to get the win. They just snuck out a win. I don't think BYU's that great of a team. They've already lost one game. I don't know who it was to, but BYU beats McNeese State. The final 2 games are both Big Ten play. We got Buffalo versus Rutgers and Minnesota versus Maryland. I'll give you the one that I think is going to win first, and that's Maryland. I think Maryland will end up beating Minnesota. I know they lost last week, and Minnesota won, but I think Maryland will bounce back. If they don't, well, then I'm probably never picking Maryland again. Buffalo versus Rutgers. Now, Rutgers just got destroyed, absolutely destroyed, by Kansas. They lost to Ohio State the previous week. And you know what? I'm going to pick Buffalo to beat Rutgers. I don't know how good Buffalo is. They're coming out of the MAC conference. I mean, I'm just picking them because, Rutgers is just... They're not talented. I don't know how talented Buffalo is, but maybe Buffalo can win. You just never know with these kind of games. And that's going to do it for this week. This episode of Pick'ems. Hope I get them all right. Probably won't, but I'll see y'all later.